Hello and welcome everyone. Today in this video we're going to talk about one of the symbols, the power, the intention and the energy that is contained within the symbol. And this symbol is the Omniversal symbol. And if you look at the symbol, you'll see that there are 3 infinity symbols. The first one being
electric magnetic energy.
Yeah. The second one is
Mother Earth.
Mother Earth.
Divine.
And the heavens. Yeah, the universal consciousness. And the third one is the new aspect to this symbol, and that is inner and outer truth. We'll just wind back just a little bit because of course you've experienced the electric magnetic, of course you've already experienced the Mother Earth and the universal consciousness energy, but each time we add to these symbols and each time we move it up a degree, if you will, the energy of these two become even more powerful, even stronger within you. So you probably will feel another expansion within those 2 infinity symbols within inside this symbol, but it'll also help you move to a new level of consciousness of inner and outer truth. And it's more about this particular aspect that we want to talk about now. We'd like to offer also some examples of how we are working this. Now we're talking at the moment about inner and outer truth.
Yes.
Did you want to share with us a little bit about what we mean by outer truth?
Yes, it's the things you see, you hear. You use your own discernment if it's your truth or not.
Yeah. So for instance, from films, books, channels,
other
people's channelings and things like that. Because, yeah, of course, all channels, no matter who they are, they work through their filters, they receive it through their programming, through their belief systems, and they'll use their words to put the things down on paper. So even a channel is not always perfectly and absolutely pure. So it's great to have these people.
Because the truth is fluid.
Fluid. And that's a wonderful one,
yes.
Isn't it? Yeah. I don't think we've actually ever really talked about that in the videos, have we?
I don't think so.
Okay, well that's a great opportunity to talk about it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that really does open up a couple new doors for us, because when you look at it, for instance, as you perhaps started at the very beginning of this course, because we're right in the 3rd one now, and already your energies have moved higher, moved into a higher vibrational frequency. You could basically say that from the very first one, just as you started out, your truth has now actually changed, because you're more consciously aware, you have more insights, the energy is raised. So for even maybe a short month ago, your truth has changed from what it was then to a new truth now. And that's what we mean by truth being fluid. Yeah. Your truth changes all the time. So again here, this symbol, if you look at the one half of the infinity symbol, it's the outer truth. The other half of the infinity symbol is inside you. And what resonates with you? What is your truth at that moment in time? And like with all of the other infinity symbols, we brought it together in the center, and it becomes merged with both truths. And if you're tapping into that center point, you're always going to get insights, maybe different views, different feelings on things. And this mainly, generally, is signals, intuitive feelings from your guides. Insights from your higher consciousness, your higher self, if you will. And of course, here we are again to round it off. It's the circle right around all 3 of the infinity symbols, and that of course is the circle of oneness. Yeah. Now, we said we'd like to share a couple of examples. We just have shared one example with you, but another example I'd really like to share with you, because we really love this book. it's making a big difference in our lives, you know. And heck, we've been doing this for some time now, so that it can make a difference in our life. Yeah, well, that's got to be pretty good stuff, huh? Yeah, and I guess by now you're probably thinking, yeah, there he goes again with James Redfield.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, James has always been a beautiful guide on my own path, my own awakening, to a certain degree, Mario too. But James's 12th Insight, his most recent book, the very, very second integration. The first integration is synchronicities, learning to expect them every single day. But as them synchronicities come on your path, there is another very important part, and that is sacred truth. And folks, I'm pretty sure that we're not going to be spinning you a line here, because if you look around at you, you're starting to realize that a lot of people are starting to feel, for instance, when we're telling a half-truth, or, God forbid, if we're telling porkies. Porkies, porcupines lies. Yeah, that's English, folks. That's an expression. But porcupines lies, I like that one. Yes. I like pork pies too. Oh, fucking well. Yeah, I used to. Can't eat them anymore. But anyway, we're off track. But people are starting to feel and resonate more and more when we are in absolute truth, because that's a beautiful thing as well about absolute truth, that if and when it's done with love, even if it might be a harsh, if you will, for the ears of the receiver, statement or a sharing of the truth, somehow or other they're going to feel, wait a minute, there's something to this. And they're probably not going to be so mad. And you know what, folks? If in sharing our truth of something that might be blocking somebody, if they get mad at you and they get a wee bit peeved at you, it's okay. Because that's their ego playing up. Yeah. And even if they go away from you and still feeling a little bit mad at you, or extremely mad at you, that's okay too, because we know that we were the first examples, if you will, or maybe even the second or third example that had been placed on their path to show them this. And at a certain point, they'll experience it again and again and again, until it becomes that painfully obvious to them that they will choose to look at it. So know that you have made a difference in the ascension process of that other person by sharing your truth.
Yes, it's very important.
It's very important. So no more half-truths, no more white lies, definitely no more white lies, because they are not serving our greatest good. In moving up through the ladder of ascension, these are the things that we're going to leave behind us. And sweetie, there's another book that I know that you're enjoying very, very much at the moment. I'd like to ask you a couple of examples from that book, in the name, of course.
Yes, it's a book of Anastasia from Vladimir Mezhe. Yes. Maybe you read his books, and it's such a beautiful story.
Oh, and she's such a beautiful being, isn't she?
And for me, it's absolutely truth what she's writing down.
And you can feel it.
You can feel it.
Look, even the hairs are standing over end on my arms when you're talking about it.
Yeah, she's a woman. She lives in Russia, on the taiga.
In the woods.
In the woods.
Yeah.
And she's so strong connected with Mother Earth, the animals. When she's hungry, she's only nipping her finger.
Clipping her fingers, yeah.
And the squirrels
yes.
Brings her food.
Pine nuts.
Yes.
Very good stuff.
Yes. And when she's going to sleep at night, there was a big bear. And the bear, he warms her.
He warms her, yeah. He'll come and lie next to her so that she's not cold.
Yes. And I feel the truth of what she's writing down.
And that takes us to another level. I mean, I've read this book as well, because, of course, feeling Mario's excitement about the book, her enjoyment, her pleasure in it. Of course, I was curious, so I wanted to read it too. And I must say, I did very much enjoy it. In fact, actually, the connection with Anastasia, because of who and what we are, we have a pure connection to her as well. We can communicate with her through telepathy. We know that she's assisting us with our work and wants us to succeed in bringing this out much further and much broader around the world, because we are a part of the whole plan. with all that we're doing. So it's a wonderful experience. But there's some of you that might read her books and then you're going to be thinking, yeah, she's talking to the animals. Well, she's cuckoo.
Yes.
She's, yeah.
Yes.
Or I think we do that in English, I can't quite remember. But there's a lot of different expressions to profilate, so I can't think of the word, but to portray somebody's crazy. But she's not. Because you see, even before we'd read these books, we've worked with the elements for many years. And Mario's written a wonderful children's book, and a great deal of it is about the elements. And while she was writing this book, I'd been doing the elements for quite some years, and then there was one particular day that I assisted Mario to communicate with the animals. And it's not communication like we are doing at this moment in time. It's more of a feeling, it's more of an understanding, it's more of a living.
I felt that I was the bumblebee.
And that was a beautiful experience
Yes.
for you, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because you danced and you
Yes.
admired yourself and
Yes, I want to dress like a bumblebee.
yeah, it was really a wonderful experience. And the pleasure that she got of being able to merge her consciousness and to experience what the bumblebee was experiencing was very, very exciting. And the book became a very powerful book because of that. And of course, we've learned through our journey at certain times to merge with trees, with branches, with leaves, with grass. There was one particular occasion, we were a little bit tired and a little bit run down, and we decided to treat ourselves to a hot stone massage. And this is one of the occasions where I was curious and I was enjoying the stones on my back as I could feel as it was drawing out the negative energies. And I had the desire, if you will, to merge consciousness with these hot stones and to see what it felt like. And it's extremely difficult to put into words, but its understanding of its purpose, its understanding of its task is one of absolute pure joy, pure delight, pure love, because it's functioning in a way that's helping another release, and it totally knows that although it's absorbing all of these energies from us during this hot stone massage, it knows it's going to be able to allow it to just flow off it afterwards through the rinsing that these people do. And my goodness, to feel that, it is extremely difficult to put into words. But the purpose of this whole video is about our truths.
Find your truth.
Find your truth.
Use your discernment.
Use your discernment, yes. If you think we're a little cuckoo, that's okay too. But for us, it's our truth. These are things that we've experienced for some time now, and it's been experienced in such a way that it was unequivocal truth.
Yes.
For us, it's our absolute truth, because we've had these interactions with these other elements of Earth. And all upon Mother Earth in many, many different ways. Oh goodness, we could fill a whole bunch of videos talking about communication with animals and what we do with them. And plants, of course, and a lot of different things. But yeah, we want to keep it on the topic of truth, this symbol, the power of this symbol. I think what we'd like to say is, folks, allow yourself to be in fluid truth.
Yes.
I think that's a great way to end this symbol in this video, don't you?
Yes.
Allow yourself to be in fluid truth. Don't get stuck in your ways. Don't get stuck in your belief systems. Allow yourself to experience and continually expand. We totally believe, because we've experienced it and many around us are already experiencing it now through the Shambhala Oneness attunements, they are feeling an absolute joy, pleasure, beauty, happiness, because they are expanding and living in a new fluid truth. So, if there's anything that we could wish to you from the power of this symbol, it would be your fluid truth.
Yes.
In love. Truth. Thank you for listening. Namaste.